Okay, everybody, I got two trucks that are Fallout trucks for today, and just a quick update regarding my remainder of the year orders from Peterbilt. Currently, as of July 20th, which is today, I have 0 trucks that I can build for you for the remainder of the year until further notice. And Peterbilt is really far behind in their manufacturing right now, and so I am not expecting to get any more trucks. So if other dealers are telling you they're going to give you trucks, I would question that heavily unless they have a VIN number that they could assign to you for your build. So with that said, here, this is the first one. It's Pull Me Over Red. It's all kitted up and ready to go. It's a 280 wheelbase, 605 Cummins, 2050 torque, full air ride, 336 rears. We did twin 150 tanks, so the DEF tank is mounted to the rear on this one. A lot of guys are asking me why I do that, or why a lot of guys are starting to do that, because if you want to put 6-inch drop panels, it clears the fuel bung. And there's a lot of guys who are hiding their DEF tanks. You can buy a DEF tank kit from Pickett, and you can hide your DEF tank. So that's a couple of the reasons why I'm doing that. That way, if you hide your DEF tank, you have matching tanks on both sides, and you don't have to reconfigure all your tank brackets and everything. So, air ride front, 13.2, disc brakes. .605 2050. The next truck I'm going to be doing is Signal Green. It's with a green frame, lime green frame. It's a blank pallet with a weed burner. So if you're looking for something that you can do up, I have some really good referrals for upfitting on your trucks. We can do it, or we can have, I can give you a good referral on some guys out in the Midwest that are just building some killer trucks, man. Show winning trucks. Does have a bunk heater and everything on it. It is running 22 tall rubber, Holland F35 fifth wheel, Michelin XDN2s, Peterbilt oval rims, full diff lockers, really nice truck. Black and tan interior, Sears Atlas 80 seats, of course with the riser plate you can take off. You can put a sit solo adapter on there. This truck came in on the scale at 18,586. That's with a wet engine and 30 gallons of fuel out of the factory. It's got 281 miles on it currently. Lots of spare switches, independent controls for your diff lockers, PTO capabilities, secondary PTO capabilities if you wish. '18 speed. This one's a pretty truck. We did put the extra storage on the sides. Now on the 72 sleeper, you can't get it across the back. Sliding rear window. So if you have questions on this one, you want to shoot me a text, just pull me over red. We are getting a little bit more aggressive on getting rid of these things, guys, so it's a good opportunity to maybe negotiate, see if we can't put a deal together. Okay, so I'm going to move along to the next one. Okay, here's truck number 2. This is a Fallout. Unfortunately, the gentleman who was purchasing this truck had a unfortunate health incident and was unable to take it. This one is built as a heavier spec, and it's kind of a blank pallet, so we don't have any top lights, no stacks or anything, but I have all that stuff in stock, or if you have an upfitter, I do have some good recommendations on some fantastic talent out there in the Midwest, or we can do it here at our facility. This one is signal green. It's a 285 wheelbase with a lime green frame. It's a little bit overcast, but it's a lot more bright than what you can see in the video. And again, no top lights or stacks on it yet. It is a weed burner. It's a 605 Cummins, 2050 torque. And I'll get to some of the other details on this truck a little bit later. This one does have a car hauler 5-inch drop front end with low air leaf suspension. Peterbilt rims with 22 tall rubber. Full disc brakes all around. Battery disconnect. I do that on almost all my trucks. We did a vehicle layout, so I do have a specific frame layout on this truck that you can look at down to the nearest millimeter, but you can see we already made the necessary clearances and brackets for its aftermarket exhaust. Did the 4 straps per tank. Again, I think his intention was to hide the DEF tank. So what you got to do in order to make that happen, it's something you can do yourself if you're a little bit ambitious, but you basically just take the batteries, move them over to the passenger side if you want your DEF tank on the driver's side, and then Rod Pickett has a kit down there that you could buy. I think even Dustin Dickerson has a way to hide DEF tanks. Super talented truck builder, man. I got the chance to meet him down in Denton. His truck won an award-winning. Lots of his trucks win lots of show awards. It's ready for fenders. They didn't order it with fenders or anything. So real fast on the frame, this is a full frame. Full frame. Okay, so it's a little bit heavier, and again, he's running 24 tall rubber and then 355 gears. So if you're pulling a lot of hills, this thing's going to be pretty slick. He also put lube pump on here on the axles. And if you're not sure what a lube pump is, if you're spinning tires, you don't have your lockers on, it actually pushes oil out to the wheel ends so that you don't burn up axles. It's got a long fifth wheel slide. I think we did a 48-inch fifth wheel slide on this one. Holland F35. There is enough frame space. If you were to scoot the DEF tank around or make an adjustment, you could probably add a lift axle in here if you needed to. For all you bull haulers out there or guys running in the Northwest, this would be a real good one to do that with. Man, this thing with a body drop and some other upfits on there, this one would be a very, very unique looking truck. One of a kind for sure. I'm really sad the gentleman who was going to buy it I just had a close call with his health, so you know, we just pray for his health more so than anything. He wanted these spaces so he could put a phone mount there. It's hard to fill these gauges up anymore. You can see it does have diff lockers. 72 stand up, of course. 18 speed. And then we did the non-sliding rear window in here, but we did do the extra storage refrigerator, and it does have the bunk heater as well as the business center. So if you guys have questions on this truck, give me a shout. Again, since it is a Fallout truck, we are being a little bit more aggressive on getting it moved, so just shoot me a text, ask me about Signal Green, give me a call, and hope to hear from you all soon. Hope you're all staying safe out there. Talk soon.